Good evening, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And this evening, what I want to talk about is what is real money, right? Because a lot of us are out here trying to find out different ways to make money, different ways to earn money. But a lot of us do not understand currency. We don't understand fiat. We don't understand banknotes and legal tender. So I think it's important just for a sense of entertainment and just kind of knowing where your money comes from, essentially, that we would try to define and understand, essentially, in America, what is money? So tonight, in this particular joy I'm in pleasuring myself with here is the Blue Mountain. Okay, here's a Blue Mountain. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Blue Mountain is actually Black owned. I believe that this is out of Jamaica. Okay. And for this evening, I was very excited to get this particular candle here. It is made by Just Make Sense, frankincense and myrrh. Can you see that? Frankincense and myrrh. Now, the packaging is not all that great, but let me tell you, this smells absolutely phenomenal. Okay. I'm not promoting their stuff, but essentially, man, I have to light that right now before we get into this video. Okay. Again, this particular candle is frankincense and myrrh. All right. Frankincense and myrrh. Oh man, it just smells great. Now, starting back essentially from the 1700 as we see here, I'm just going to quickly go through this. They first started off in 1690 as colonial notes, Franklin, UK colonial notes, and 1760 cents. They used to call it independence and shrift. Now, these are all currency features of what we know as currency. 1775, we have the continental currency. And if you look on this particular thing, if I can blow this up just a little bit better, you will see it tells you that this is $8. You see this? $8. You could write the amount of money, print out the amount of money on a particular currency card. Okay, that's just interesting. Then those $2 bills that we know of, they came about in what's this? 1776. Here's some of the money symbols we actually use on the money. These how the money symbols actually, matured throughout the course of time. 1791, the Bank of the United States. Okay. And that was pretty much it. They saw backing money with banks. Let's move on. Now, essentially, I'm moving too fast, family. I'm moving too fast. Give me a second here. Now, let's move to the 1800s. Watch this, family. Look how money starts to evolve. Now, I want you guys to retain and recall greenbacks. This is going to be important for the video ahead, okay? As I get deeper into this video, remember greenbacks, okay? And it says in media, $5, $10, and $20. And this was to order and finance the Civil War. What's important here, and I'm going to get into it later, why America made money, right? Why did America make money? Why did they essentially create a currency of their own that's not an actual tangible precious metal? This is 1861. This is how Lincoln looked on the $10 bill, not the $5 bill. You see how things change throughout the course of time. Lincoln was actually on, okay, he was on the $10 bill, not the $5 bill. Where is he now? He's on the penny and the $5 bill. Here we have 1862. This is how American money looked. I actually like the way this money looks. It looks like a lot of foreign, when I go to foreign countries, how their money looks, ours looks totally different. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. 1862, the foundation of modern design. This is how we normalize certain bills. Okay. And they started to put the treasury seal on in 1862. Sorry, as I'm scrolling fast here. We're seeing how money is evolving. It's important. Federal Reserve Act, 1913. The Federal Reserve as the national central bank and provides a national banking system is more responsive. Listen to this. I have to blow this up and highlight this because this is important. It says it was more responsive to the fluctuating financial needs of the country. The Federal Reserve Board issues new currencies called Federal Reserve notes. You see what they did there? It was more responsive, meaning how they can control the money, fluctuating financial needs. I'm going to move on. The first $10 Federal Reserve notes, a $10 bill. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the American dollar actually went up to $10,000. Okay, as you can tell here, they had 100. It doesn't show here, but 500, 1,000, a $5,000 bill, and $10,000 bills. Okay, and then look at this. This is crazy. This is a $1,000 bill reserve note. You can just walk around with, I guess, thousands of dollars on you. On you. Can anyone make change for this $1,000 bill? Hell no, nobody don't got no damn change for that damn $1,000 bill. You get what I'm saying? This is the evolving of money, and we're going to get to the point I'm making about what is real money. But it's important that I think I kind of just go through this, not slowly, but fastly. But who's walking around with a $1,000 bill? I mean, if so, can I have some? But no, it ain't gonna break down. Then you had the $10,000 bill. Okay, and believe it or not, family, this is coming from www.uscurrency.gov. Okay, this is a government website. This is not me finding some offshoot. And then the $10 bill with automobile, blah, blah, blah. And then 1928 is when that serial number on the serial top left, and then the bottom right is where they got those serial numbers at. Okay. All right. I'm going to scroll back up real fast. Sorry for the fast strolling. And then we get to the 2000s. I want you guys to pay attention to this, because I don't know if you ever noticed this. I don't know if you have a 20 or 30. I was supposed to bring my damn silver up here. I apologize. I got silver and I have some money that I wanted to show you. Now, I might pause here to run down there very quickly, but please stay with me. I'm going to go through this. And I think I'm going to grab some silver. I'm going to grab some other dollar bills to kind of just show you what I'm talking about, okay? So $20 bill. We see here that two 20s are mirroring each other on the top corners of the bill. The bottom left, you see a bigger 20 in a different grade of color depicting from the top part. Then on the opposite side of that, you totally have a total different $20 bill. Now, family, if you had some money right there in front of you, which I'm going crazy because I didn't bring this up here to show you, but if you guys can bear with me, I'm going to play some elevator music. I'm going crazy. Excuse me. I didn't bring this up here to show you, but you guys, I got some reverb there. But if you guys will bear with me, I'll be back in less than a minute. I just have to run downstairs, okay? So if you guys, let's see here. What we're doing here, family. What are we doing here? I'll be right back. Woo! I am tired. All those steps. All right. So I grabbed a bunch of money to show you guys so we can go through this. Damn, I'm out of shape. Whew. All right, I got to open up some white gloves. I ran out of white gloves. So first, we're going to do the money, all right? So we're going to look at that $20 bill, okay, that you have there, right? Depending if you have an old one or a new one, you see how those 20s are totally different, right? Let me see if I have any old bills in here to show you. Okay, no, I do not. All right, let's move on. I really want you to examine this $1 bill here, right? If you look from the top, Federal Reserve note, you see how the ones are different and also different designs, okay? This is all leading up somewhere. So now I didn't grab my silver certificates. I'm not going back, but I'm going to show you what a silver certificate looks like, because silver certificates is one part of the video that's real money, okay? Then, of course, we're going to look at one of these, $100 bill, okay? And that is totally different than any other dollar bill. So we'll look at that as well, all right? All right, let's go through this very quickly. $20 bill, we went through that. The $50 bill has somewhat of the same characteristics as the $20 bill and the different changes. And believe it or not, family, a lot of your money, if you would take your money, right? Let's just take a $20 bill and you use your fingernail and you rub it across here, there's ridges. So there's raised fabric on the money, okay? You would think I'll be doing a video about counterfeit, but anyway. The redesigned $10 note, okay? The $5 note, you see Lincoln jumped from the 10 to the 5. They degraded him. They demoted him, right? Okay, and then you have the redesigned $100 note. So the question is this: as we go through all of that, paper money, American paper common in 7 denominations: 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s, 20, 50, and 100. And again, this is coming from the USA.gov. So it's another government website. So we're talking about the money that's currently in the US. What is real money? So it says the United States no longer issues bills in large denominations. Listen to this. In larger denominations such as 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 bills. But they are still legal tender and may be circulated in all U.S. currency issued in 1861. So essentially, if people walking around there with $5,000, $1,000 bills, you can still actually use the money. That's just good to know, okay? Real money. But it's paper money, real money, because coins, the United States issues several denominations, with the most common being 1 cent through $1, right? The U.S. Mint manufactures and circulate coins to pay for goods and services. It also issues collectible and commemorative coins for sale. Okay, and then you have mutilated money. Now, you know how your money get wet or get burned? Did you know that there's an actual government entity for you to turn in your messed up money and still give you the value of the money? I'm not making this up. This is very interesting, right? If you have paper money that is extremely damaged, you can redeem it with the BEP. Now, I went to it. It popped into a website, another government website, right? The Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And it says here, mutilated currency is currency which has been damaged, right? Blah, blah, blah. But it tells you that the BEP Mutilated Currency Division provides free. Okay, let me blow that up for you guys on your cell phones. Provides free mutilated currency redemption service for individuals and institutions such as businesses and financial institutions in the possession of United States mutilated currency notes. Okay. Again, this is something good to know, right? Let's move on. Now, we're still haven't led up to the point where this legal tender is actual real money. We haven't got there yet. America just made a system and said, this is valuable. And everybody learned from America. See, the lie out there is that Nixon, and I used to tell this lie all the time, we're walking contradictions. With information, we change our mindset. So I believe the 1971 Nixon changed the backing, okay, of the American dollar from gold to fiat, because now your money is not backed by anything, so it's essentially worthless, right? So you go back another 30, 40 years, the American dollar was backed by fiat back in 1933. But let's read the 1971 to get some reference. It says government issue fiat money banknotes were used first during the 11th century in China. Fiat money started to predominate during the 20th century since President Nixon's decision to decouple the United States dollar from gold in 1971 as a system of national fiat currency. See, this is so important for you to understand why I tell people to invest, but to buy gold, silver, but not platinum and palladium, and no longer copper. This is why, because they can just do whatever they want to do with the money. They can just, oh, okay, now it's worth this amount. Let me read this though. June 5th, 1933, the United States went off the gold standard, a monetary system in which currency is backed by gold, when Congress enacted a joint resolution nullifying the right of creditors to demand payment in gold. What? Congress enacted a joint resolution nullifying the right of creditors to demand payment in gold. You know why? In this economic system of America, they control the money. So you can no longer deplete the gold reserve or the circulating gold and retain it without us knowing and us putting a value on it. See, that's why the principles of money in America are simple. If you follow the rules of money and do what they do when it comes to taxes, then you will understand that the system is really built for anyone to succeed in. Like no matter what you consider yourself, right? What group you consider yourself, when that money is invested, they don't know what color, what race, what country you from. They just see the money and they're banking on the money. Investing is probably, when it comes to digitally investing, I'm not talking about you on Wall Street around other people, but when good old Ray Ross is in there investing, no one is saying we're going to marginalize him from not investing, because these are the principles and the structure we set up for our own selves to benefit from. See, America is not stupid, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little slow on technology, but America created a system where it can profit from itself in using you, the commodity and the consumer, to make itself rich off its own people. Like America didn't get rich after, let's see, maybe was it 100 years after slavery, because America did supply the world with 90% cotton, so America was very, very rich. But in order to keep their riches, they did things that was against traditional economic stabilizations of countries. This is not something that countries did. A commodity could be a person. A commodity is a cow. A commodity is sugar, tobacco, cotton, etc. Right? Commodities are tangible. And America said, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to make a system that wipes away commodities which your money is backed by, or some precious metal. We're just going to say it's backed by the government. What? Yeah, you can just make as much money you want. You could think about that. It's interesting to me because we can just make up money. And then we inform the people that you can invest money and make more fake money, and then with fake money buy real money. And what I mean by real money is silver and gold. This makes no sense that why most of us are not successful. It's quite shaming because before my year of enlightenment, before my year of enlightenment, I was broke here, right? I was broke here. When you have a broke mindset, ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very hard to break. It's very hard to break. We blame everything. We blame how we grew up. We blame everything when you have a broke mindset, thinking because of your circumstance that you will never be successful. Thinking because where you're from and the opportunities you lack will have you unsuccessful. That's a broke mindset. You ever heard that terminology? I get it out the mud. Those are people basically saying, I'm gonna say legal. I'm talking on the legal side of things. When you get it out the mud, when you put in work, it doesn't matter. Now it could assist you, but it doesn't matter your educational level. If you want it, you would do those things to go get it legally. Fiat money. What is fiat money? Listen to this, family. Fiat money is a government issued currency that is not backed by a commodity such as gold. Fiat money gives central banks greater control over the economy. Greater control over the economy because they can control how much money is printed. Most modern paper currencies, such as the US dollar and fiat currencies. This is the lie that America tells you. We're the most powerful country in the world. We print our own money. It tells you right here that the central banks have control over the economy and they control the fluctuation of money. We read this. I told you I was building on something. But let's just bring up stimulus check. Oh, we $28 trillion in debt. We're $28 trillion in debt, but we got to save the budget so we don't give the American people. We know you need $8,000. We know you need $8,000, but we're going to give you $1,200. We know you need $8,000, but we're going to give you $1,200. Good even Nevin, Broad John, Jermaine Anderson, and red wine. Yeah. This is where I'm at, family. Let's go through it. I don't want to stay here too long. It says most modern paper currencies, such as the US dollar, are fiat currency. It says central banks greater control. Okay. What is called fiat currency? The term is derived from the Latin word fiat, which means a determination by authority. In this case, it's the government that decrees the value of the currency and isn't representative of another asset or financial instrument, such as gold or a check. I mean, literally, they just said that money is really worth nothing. We're going to keep printing it and circulate it. Remember last week's video, the week before last? I don't know. I was talking about the barter system, about how we used to trade commodity back and forth, and whatever your livestock or sugar or tobacco or cotton or vegetables or fruit, whatever you had was your currency. Okay, your commodity was your currency. So modern day civilizations figured out a way where you can keep your commodity where it is and start to exchange smaller forms of legal tender, banknotes, not real money. Not real money. Okay, they just decided that. And this for you, some crypto investors out there. It says, unlike federal money, cryptocurrency is not regulated by central authorities or backed by governments. This makes this virtual currency less credible than the real one. Let's move on. This is important. Banknote, right? Banknote. Let's look at this. This one on here says a Federal Reserve note, which is a bank note because the Federal Reserve is a bank. That's what it says, Federal Reserve right there. Let me move that over. Federal Reserve note. Okay. Just for an example. And this is what it says. It says a central bank's promissory note, a promissory note to pay a stated sum to the bearer on demand. And we still have some form of this that we're doing right now, right, family? Like, dude, I promise to pay you back. That's a promissory note. Dude, I promise to pay you back. Is it that what you said was verbal, and the promissory note, is a note stating that I'll pay you back, but I actually paid you. What? Yeah, you missed it. You missed it, right? You missed it. Did anybody get that? Did anybody get that? These are a bank note, which are like promissory notes, right? Let me just put that up there. You see that one? You should be able to see that one way at the, where is it at? Right under that 100. It's real small, but in dark print. Federal Reserve note. All of these are notes. I'm not making this up. This is coming from the Oxford Dictionary. It says that constituting a central bank's promissory note to pay a stated sum. I mean, I'm not trying to be too theatrical, but damn. If this is a promissory note and I give it to you, who then pays you? Huh? All my shit turned off because I'm up here rocking. This don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, family. Think about that. If your commodity is at home, how are you bartering with a note that's a promissory note? So if this is a promissory note to be paid, then where's the real money then? We did. Y'all seeing people ball and shit. They like, it's fake money. Now, granted, I bought this microphone with the fake money. I'm just saying you can get more fake money and start to feel real. I'm just saying. Stay with me. Stay with me here. I'm going to just break this down a little bit better. It says a bank note is a negotiable promissory note, a negotiable promissory note. Now, why is that important? You remember a couple of weeks back, I had a legalese expert on here called Satori. And remember how she was like, you can cover your car insurance with a silver certificate? A silver certificate actually looks like this, family. It just says silver certificate because now this dollar is backed by silver. I bullshit you not. I feel like I just hit the jackpot. Hopefully somebody's get what I'm saying because I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you the difference between a $1 bill and a $1 silver certificate. This is how I know a lot of people do not know what real money is. But your boy do. So let me show you this, family. So first I need for you to focus on this dollar bill. And I just want you to read pretty much top to bottom, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. You see Federal Reserve note, United States of America, right? You see that. Boom. I have these in my safe downstairs, but I'm not running back down there again. I'll catch a heart attack. Okay, cool. Now I want you to look at a silver certificate, which is real currency because it's backed by silver. But it's going to look like this. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy that nobody knows this. So I'm on one of my favorite currency website here, APMEX. That's EPMEX, American Precious Metal Exchange. Now look at this as we define this going across. Silver certificate. Why do they have this out here? This certificate there is a deposit of the Treasury. Silver certificate, right? It looks a little bit different. Now, let me do a comparison here. It looks a little bit different than the American. It's still the American dollar, but it's the dollar that's being backed by silver. And that's why at the top, this one says note. Uh-oh. Now you're getting it. Now you guys are getting it. Yeah. This one says note, Federal Reserve note, meaning no money, right? And this one says silver certificate. And it says here, this certificate is legal tender for all debts, public and private. Very different, right? Let's go on the back here. It looks like the regular old back of a regular old dollar, which makes this very different. I'm going to tell you what makes this very different. It's the serial number here, which is different. Uh-oh. Now I want you to look at these serial numbers. You see that? Was that the top left? Yeah. Bottom, whatever, right? And then we come over here and we look at this one as well. Okay. Very similar, but a different starting letter. And a lot of them do have that, right? Let me look at another dollar here. Yeah, because some of them have different letters, right? So let me just look through this for you guys very quickly. I got a couple of 20s here. I'm just going to, okay, these are L. So they come in different letters. Okay. All right. We solved that problem. At least I did. So that's what I wanted to show you very quickly. And I'm going to move on. And we're going to talk about legal tender. Legal tender. Right? And I'm going to read what legal tender is. And this is not your dating app. Legal tender is a form of money that courts of law are required to recognize as satisfactory payment for any monetary debt. Monetary. Let's look that up very quickly. I think that's important. Monetary. They can put monitoring. You know what?
Here's the definition of monitor.
Oh my gosh. Monetary. They bet
Here's
not
the
do.
Definition of
Google always does it, family. It says monetary relating to money or currency, documents with little or no monetary value. So monetary relating to money or currency. Okay. And it says here that each jurisdiction determines what is legal tender, but essentially it is anything which, when offered in payment of debt or extinguishing the debt. But it says it to recognize the satisfied payment for any monetary debt. The reason why I'm reading like a matter of fact is to show you that the money that we have is fake, but you can get tangible things because the government says so. They said this is money. So, you know, all of my videos are money related in some way, form, or fashion. This is to tell you that I believe you guys should be buying silver certificates and silver. You guys should be buying silver certificates and silver. And if you notice, the reason why the government took control of the economy with this money is so they can control the economy. Right? A lot of governments have tried doing things in this manner, but America just done it one of the best. They're controlling the economy. They print their own money. It's backed by fiat. It's backed by a promissory note. It's backed by IOU. It's not backed by anything. So the question you should be having is, well, Ross, why they have a $1 bill as a federal note and they have another dollar bill that looks almost exactly the same, but at the top it says silver certificate, because one is backed by I say so, and the other one's actually backed by something tangible. Back in the day, farmers were some of the richest people because they can barter and trade with other agriculture and or commodities like, you know, cows, chickens, all those things. The more you had, the more you can trade and barter. That's why farmers were some of the richest people, because they actually was using tangible things. Now, a lot of people nowadays, I hate to say it, it's kind of stupid that I say this, but a lot of rich people are actually broke, and broke people are really poor. I mean, when you're talking about this money is actually this, I owe you. I owe you, dog. I owe you. Commodity. A raw material or primary agricultural product that can be bought and sold, such as copper or coffee. A useful or valuable thing such as waste or, water or time. Commodity. But commodity 9 times out of 10 is something very tangible. It says here in economics, a commodity is an economic good, usually a what? Resource. That's why I told you earlier, family, that people are commodities because you are a resource. And it says fungibility. And I had to make sure I looked that up for you guys. Fungibility is the ability of a good or asset to be interchanged with other individuals' goods or assets of the same type. Fungibility, good and assets. Okay, we got it. Then it says, and the market treats instances of good as equivalent or nearly so with no regard to who produced them. Meaning if you barter with a commodity, like you have a bag of oranges and he has a bag of apples and he has more apples than your oranges and you guys agree that it's equal value, then that's what the value is. And America said, you know what? We're not going to use gold anymore. Well, why not use gold? That is essentially the world's currency. Everybody deals in gold and silver around the world. We don't want our gold to leave the U.S. We don't want our gold used for anything except the riches of America, because America still have gold. Because you're asked, where is the gold? All of a sudden he switches the standard. The gold is still there. Gold doesn't just melt and go away. Gold is a precious metal. If that makes any sense, where's the gold? Somebody has the gold. And if the economy ever falls, family, think about it like this, right? Where's your money at right now? Like, I got some of my money right here. Okay, this is my rent. This is my no, but what we know is money. I have it right here, right? I have it right here. But it's not real because it's not backed by anything. So if you don't have tangibles, let me say that again. If you don't have tangibles, if someone unplugs the computer at your bank and use that in a broader spectrum, okay, I want you to use your intellectual mind. If they unplug the computer at the bank, if they can plug the cryptocurrency network, what are you going to use as what we know as money? What are we going to use as money? That's the question. All money has turned digital. And now we don't have any more money. And this is why I always tell people, buy some gold and silver. Why would I buy gold and silver? And some of the things you actually need to know is that as long as you're silver, and I'm going to try, I dropped it. Somebody who knows how to handle gold and silver probably mad at me. Okay, I can't touch it with my hands. Give me a second here. I cannot touch it with my hands. It's going to slip if I didn't put on another glove. So now your silver has to be 1 troy ounce. Okay, 1 troy ounce. It has to say that when you buy from a website like America's Precious Metals. Now, all of this essentially say troy ounce, but I'm just making sure that you know that. Okay. Now, this particular coin is 1 troy ounce, and she is Canadian. But on this particular silver coin, it says $5 Canadian, right? And I'm going to show you the back of it because it says fine silver, 1 ounce, argent pure. I want you to remember that. Remember what I just said. Fine silver, 1 ounce, argent pure, P-U-R. Let's look at that. Okay. Now I have American. See, I label all of mine too. I actually have mine labeled. of what currency goes in. For this one, I just grabbed one. I was running. This is the Canadian maple leaf bullion. Okay. I'm going to move on. But the silver is right here. I have about 6 more countries of silver. It's not that much. Okay. I'm trying to fill this up month by month, little by little. Okay. I'm going to move on. Kind of went over commodity. We beat that drum in the head. Now, here we go. I'll give you this quick definition. A silver certificate is a type of legal tender in the form of paper currency. A silver certificate is a type of legal tender in the form of a paper currency that was issued by the U.S. government again in 1878. These certificates were eventually phased out in 1964 and today can be redeemed for their face value in cash only rather than in actual silver. Huh. Well, go look at that. Just when you thought silver certificates were safe, you go and you buy a silver certificate, and a silver certificate is supposed to be backed by silver. And when you go trade it in, that you will get cash and you won't get silver. It's a game. And they just trying to confuse you, family. And that is why I buy real silver. I buy some silver certificates. But if you notice, if I have a silver certificate and I have the silver, then essentially I have real money. That's what I'm getting at. And again, for you guys who haven't seen the silver certificate dollar, I do have some in my safe, but unfortunately, and this is how it looks. I know it's all over the place. That's how it looks right here on the right. The only difference is the color of the seal. Okay, the color of the seal is that dark blue. And then it says silver certificate, but it still says $1, right? You see the difference there? And if you notice, right under the serial number, it says $1 as well. And down here, $1. And then the last thing I want you guys to notice, I thought you guys were going to pick out, is under here, very small, it says in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. Let me go to another website because this is going to fuck you up. I'm not lying. It fucked me up when I was doing the research. I was like, what the hell? They just do what they want to do. Right. Let me put these two together, family. Give me 1 second because I'm confusing myself. Where am I at? What did I just read? My apologies. Damn it. But anyway, you guys would know what I was getting at when it says that they will pay you cash. That they won't pay you the actual amount of silver. Did you guys get that? That's the point I'm making. Let me go back. Let me just point this out very strongly. A silver certificate is a type of legal tender in the form of paper currency that was issued by the U.S. government beginning in 1878. These certificates were eventually phased out in 1964 and today can be redeemed for their face value in cash only rather in actual silver, meaning they're not going to give you silver for it. Okay, now let's go back. On the actual silver certificate, it says $1 is silver payable to the bearer on demand. They telling me what I am reading is wrong. On the U.S. money, it says to silver. It says $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. If I come there with $1, give me my goddamn $1 silver. whatever the ounce per dollar it was. What is real money? I wanted to take you down this road because it's bumpy and it's confusing and it's fucked up. And I got it. You can still use your legal tender reserve notes just as though it was real money because that is what the government allowing. Again, what if? Ask some of your rich friends if you have them. Do they have gold and silver? I guarantee they will tell you yes. Why are they just collecting gold and silver? Because they know, first and foremost, if we go back to this website, gold and silver fluctuates. And that's why essentially America took us off the gold standard, because the price of gold fluctuated and they want to control the money. Now, if you look at the top here, silver fluctuates. Silver fluctuates in price. And if you notice, I'm going hard on silver versus gold. Why? Because there's no gold certificate that is widely disseminated. Okay. The current price of silver is $22. This is important because silver is also an investment. I can actually trade my silver in and get the value of the fluctuating silver market. So this is not just a doomsday device or currency, because that's what we'll be using. We'll be using silver. Very few people will have gold. U.S. government. Most ordinary people like you and I will have silver. Just back as you saw in the continent of Africa, they had purse and satchels. Just as well you saw it in Rome, in Greece. They had purses and satchels. Right? And that's where they carry their money. Or they had a guard at their home protecting their money. Or they used to hide their money. Right? So now, as they use silver and gold to go back and forth and trade in commerce, where those gold and silver pieces go that they were using back in those times in Africa as well as Europe? Where that real metal go? You said, oh, no, man, they just turned that real metal into paper. Nah, bro, they don't. We just went over what a note was. I got one more thing to show you here, family. Now, this is the history of the Coinage Act. Okay, and I'm not reading. I'm reading the first and last one. Prior to the Coinage Act of 1792, the challenges of not having a national coining system have become a critical problem. Blah blah blah. Right now, it says here to resolve the currency crisis and help the nation establish its sovereignty. The United States Constitution gave Congress the exclusive authority to coin money. This was then followed by the Coinage Act of 1792. Okay, let's scroll all the way down. And I'm just going to tell you, according to the law, okay, not me, not Ross. Where's this damn thing at? I'm sorry. But the Coinage Act of, I believe it was not 1960, it's 1965, will let you know that you can still use silver. Because a lot of people are debunking that, okay? That's what I had up right here. My apologies, family. I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm going to pop it up again. But this is the public law, and I'm going to try to get right to the nitty gritty of it all. Let me just do that. Because I had the actual document, and I don't think it holds any relevance. But it says here, and I'm just going to jump down some, so bear with me. It says here that the Treasury Department, President Lyndon B. Johnson, an extensive study by the Treasury Department, that Congress passed legislation to allow for silverless, listen to this, because our dimes and quarters and all that was silverless dimes and quarters, and the base value of silver $0.50, meaning decrease it. They control the money. Although there was some opposition, meanly formed legislators representing Western mining states, the bill progressed rapidly through Congress and was enacted with Johnson's signature on July 23, 1965. You're going to see why this is important. The new coins began to enter circulation in 1965 and alleviated the shortages. They passed side by side with their silver counterparts for a time, but the precious metal coins were hoarded beginning in 1967 as the Treasury ended its efforts to keep silver prices low. The act also banned the production of silver dollars until at least 1970. So you couldn't control people not turning in their silver. So you couldn't keep prices of silver low because you didn't retain them. And then in 1970, you make a silver certificate. Oh, shit. Wow. Are you guys just really thinking about that? I know I haven't been reading your comments here, but I'm going to read some of them. Is it counterfeit? No. The money I have here is not counterfeit. If we don't use it, it would be completely worthless. Red wine. Money is worthless already. Any legal tender, banknote, reserve note, doesn't matter what you call it. The only thing that makes this of value is because the government said it's of value. Okay. If me and you in our own a barter system, if we said that this cigar cutter was valuable and that if you had 10 of these and you gave me 2 was valuable, then it would be valuable. Currency is essentially anything that a group of people agree to that in the form of money. I'm not making this up. Look it up for yourself. You would totally understand what money is, what a banknote is, what a fiat currency is. Now, let me show you this. Money versus currency. They got money on the left, currency on the right. It says currency is the promissory note or coin which is presented in the form of money. To the left, money, which cannot be touched. Neither can it be smelled. However, money can be seen in terms of numbers. I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. Family, what is real money? What is real money? Because here's the thing, family. Here's the thing. Most of you guys have your money in your bank accounts, right? Very few of you walking out here with $100 bills. A few of you are walking around here with stacks of 20s, right? A few of you are doing that. A few of you are walking out your house with silver, right? So if your money is in the bank, then you don't have currency because money cannot be touched. It cannot be smelled. It says money is in the term of numbers. So I pose you the question: when you bought your house, when you bought your car, and you borrowed money from the bank, did the bank ever give you money? I'm sorry, I'm being silly right now. Did the bank give you money? Or did the bank transfer some numbers to the car dealership? I know. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. That's what money is. Money, concept 2. Money is an intangible concept. Currency is a tangible concept. 3, the basis form. Money takes forms of numbers. Currency takes the form of hard plastic or coins, sans the currency notes. Support, money. Money is backed by different things. For example, If one possesses money in the bank, money in a bank account, then check count of money would be backed by the same. What? Currency. Whereas fiat money is currency, will be backed by the government of that country. What is real money? Because now currency is fiat, which is backed by the government. I got an answer for you. Number 5, money, online mode, checking savings account, currency, coins, hard currency notes like dollars, right? Transfer mode. Money can be transferred through online modes. Currency must be transferred via physical hand to hand. I'm not making this up, family. I'm just here to inform, teach that if I turn this silver in because of 1965/1967, they can no longer control the value of silver, or they're deciding not to control it. That's a better, because if they decided they, and the silver fluctuate in price. So take, for instance, 1 troy ounce or 1 fine silver, this particular one, and that's what I needed to find for you guys, can fluctuate in price to $30, $50 per ounce, and I only paid $18 for that, and currently the market is at $22. So that is an investment as well. See, I'm just gonna keep silver in case I ever go homeless or something. I just trade it in to get my money, but I'm gonna keep accumulating it because it fluctuates in price. And with precious metals, I want you to listen. When precious metals become rarer, they become more valuable, right? Because we're essentially going to run out of it. That's why our gold is what, 1,500 per ounce right now. That's very important for you to understand that. Give me 1 second, family. I'm trying to blow this thing up. I don't know what's going on with it. There we go. I'm trying to find something for you guys. I'm gonna blow this up here because a lot of people don't know about this either. Now, this is coming from the actual documentation of the Coinage Act. And the reason why I said it has to be 1 troy ounce, and I'm gonna look for both of them, 1 troy ounce or 1 fine ounce, is because that is what this document states. Okay, let me go up and show you the actual document's name so you know where to reference. Okay, it states right here, Public Law 1965, July 23rd. Remember that? The council is authorized to make rules and regulations as it deemed necessary or appropriate by carrying out those provisions of this act which are administered by it. Cool. Got it. Comes down here, we talk about the authorization of additional coinage. I'm going to just skip down. It says the secretary shall purchase at a price of $1.25 per fine troy ounce in any silver mined after the date of this enactment. Okay, let me move on. Then it says here, any coins minted after the enactment of the coinage of 1965 from 900 fine coin silver. Okay, you have to understand, your money has to say 1 troy ounce or 1 fine ounce. Now, the 1 troy ounce is more popular, but 1 fine ounce as well. This is the Coinage Act of 1965. This is the last Coinage Act that they've made. And it says, fine coin silver shall be inscribed with the year 1964. Okay. And it goes on to say some other blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to look up troy very quickly so you can see the troy in it too. Okay. Look at this craziness. It says here, I'm right here, family. The Secretary of Treasury is authorized to use for coinage or to sell on such terms as he may deem appropriate at a price not less than the monetary value of 1.29 per fine troy ounce in any silver of the United States in the excess of that required to be held as reverse against outstanding silver certificates. So the silver certificate tells you that it must be paid in silver. Remember I said that it must be paid in silver. And then we have this here. And it's backed by the law. Again, it says per fine troy ounce, any silver of the United States in excess of that required to be held as reserves against outstanding silver certificates. That means give me my money. That's what that means. Right? But now you go on APMX, you will see they have silver coins, silver certificates, and also silver bars. Make sure that coins are bars. Whosoever falsely fakes, forges, blah, 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 right? It tells you that the currency can be coins or bars, but I refer to coins, okay? So again, I just wanted to point that out very quickly. Let me go back to that one. That your silver certificates are safe. But you can get very confused when you're reading all these sites. You have to go right to the law because that's what they understand. I'm going to go over some of your comments here, family. All right. Red Wine says, great topic. Thank you there, sister. I appreciate it. Business LP says, really about having a modern world. Business LP also says, without money or the promissory, people will not work. You're right. Well, no, that's not true. I spoke too soon. Then we just use silver and gold. It's simple. Or we'll return back to the barter system. Did you guys see my video? The barter system? I had another buddy on with me, but we were talking about the barter system, the system of true trade, right? You get something for something. Because when you really think about the fiat system, you're getting something for something, and the dollar is just circulating without any real value. Let me make a point. If money was first created and backed by precious metals, jewels, gems, diamonds, etc., right? And you use the barter system to get what you want. Hey, man, I give you this diamond. You give me 2 cows. Okay, cool. I want that diamond because that's what we're trading, right? Then when modern day society came in, they started to put value on different things, gold, silver, this, because we don't see that much of it. So it's rare. We can use this and build an economic system. This is what they did. I'm just telling you the history. When did Mansa Musa get rich? Did he get rich prior to the Europeans? Or did he get rich because Europeans came over and said, oh, that shiny stuff is important to us, it's rare? Or did the Africans teach the Europeans that gold and silver, diamonds and rubies were rare? But nonetheless, going back to the barter system, what you guys trade, and things are backed by what you have, right? It's backed by what you have. You're like, I have a house. My house is worth, this is not my house. I'm just giving an example. My house is worth $100,000. So again, you can what? Put a note, right? You have a car note. This is a bank note. Uh-oh. I caught you with that one, didn't I? That was real smooth. I just slid it in. You didn't know it was coming. Watch out. Right? Uh-oh. Car note. You have to pay with your bank note. Let me ask you this. When your bank transfer the money to buy your car, and they transfer them those numbers, and then the dealership looks at the numbers and say, this is how much money we have, but they never touch it. Think about that. Did you just get an epiphany? Think about that. They just transfer numbers. Okay, but what is the numbers backed by? It's backed by this. Well, what is this backed by? Fiat. What's fiat? A system of debt. What's a system of debt? Everybody owes everybody. Let me clear my throat. Listen, think about what I just said. What is it backed by? It's not backed by anything because America took their currency that was backed by a tangible metal like gold, and they said everybody is going to continue to owe everybody. Whoever figures out the system of how to use the system for people to owe you, those will be rich and everybody else will be poor. Uh-oh. Did I say something smart? Please tell me if I said something smart. Because I think I just told you how to get more of this and get a better car, a better house, buy property, and buy tangible commodities. Somebody's mad who deals with coins because they know you don't supposed to do that. Think about that, family. This is the way that America became the superpowers they are. Because they took the standard of money off of gold and it says it's still worth $1. It's still worth $10. They're like, what is it backed by? Nothing. We're not going to give you any gold. We're just going to circulate in this money. Either you agree to the money or not. How we're doing business internationally? Because the Western world has convinced everybody else that what your money is backed by is not worth anything. So we're just going to keep circulating dollars. So that's why people say America can just print money. It's because they can. Nobody owes nobody, or everybody owes everybody. Owing somebody meant you gave them a horse or horses, a goat or goat, or you did work, goods and services. Think about that. Remember, goods and services. You're going to give me a chicken. I'm going to help you build your house. You help me till the land. I'm going to give you one of these fabricated wood wheels, whatever. Goods and services. Hopefully somebody is understanding some things better tonight. Business says there is no real money. Money is a way to trade. Money is a way to trade. I don't know how. Trade is I give you something, you give me something. What is gold and silver backed by? The rareness of it, the scarcity of it. See, way before the Europeans came to the continent of Africa, Africa also put a value on very beautiful stones and how rare they was. It wasn't like picking up a rock. They're like, wait a minute. We saw one of these and it's pretty and it's shiny, right? And then they started to look for them. They couldn't find them nowhere. And then they started to find them certain deposits and places, but it's rare. That is what gold and silver, diamonds and rubies are backed by. It being rare and being a low scarcity, high scarcity, meaning there's not that many in the world because they can't find it. The more plentiful something is, the less it's worth. The more rare it is, the more it's worth. It's like a Picasso. It's one of a kind. It's worth a lot of money for those who want to pay it. Business says, what's the difference between mining in the field and on a computer? I mean, one is physically labor intensive and the other one cause you to get carpal tunnel, right? You're doing Bitcoin mining, you use some powerful CPU of your computer, and you go through the steps of mining crypto. And physical labor, of course, is in the field. I mean, I don't know why I answered that, but I thought it was interesting. Thank you, Red Wine. You are the currency. Somebody quoted in the beginning of the video, you are the currency, you are the commodity, you are the resource, you are the fungibility of the entire system, family. You are the fungibility of the entire system. You are the goods and you are the assets. Without you, there's nothing. We are the ones who determine what it is. But I'm telling you, if you operate in this system, in this American economy, learn the difference between fiat money and real money. Because at the end of the day, besides yourself, silver is the real money in the US. And you can have silver troy ounces or you can get silver certificates. Yeah. Yep. That's why this is a rat race. Absolutely. Simon Diamond says you supposed to use Martin watches when lighting a cigar. It better saves the flavor of the cigar when smoking it. Yeah, in that case, I would just probably light matches. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here, family. I'm gonna show you guys over here the site that I buy. That's the only site I can really, show you about. But you can also go to Franklin Mint. I come on here, I click on silver. I look at the different types of silver I would like to buy, right? When I first started off, I started buying United States Mint, American Eagle. And I'm going to show you what to look for very quickly, right? So we're looking at this coin. You have different types of designs, and the value is based upon the year, okay? Sometimes the value is based upon the year. They have these type 1 coins and type 2 coins. Don't get too confused. I just go right to this one, the 1 ounce American Silver Eagle, right? And I'm going to show you, make sure that it has a seal on the back of it. Make sure that the coin has a seal. And as you see right here, 1 ounce fine silver, $1, okay? 1 ounce fine silver, $1. So this is the right coin, okay? And you can go over here and use your fake money, okay? I use my credit card. I use my credit card because we know credit is not tangible, so it's fake, and I use it. And I use my fake money to pay off my credit card to buy real money. Okay, I could, next time I think I'll get all my coins up here, or at least a little bit more than this to show you. But right here is probably, right here is about $100. That's it. That's all this is right now. A little bit over $100 because the price of silver is at 22. Each ounce right here is worth $22. Okay. And I know this is very confusing when you see 1 fine ounce, $1. Okay. But when you're talking about silver, let me blow that up. When it says here, 1 ounce fine silver, when you're talking about $1 in silver, it's actually worth more than what is actual on the coin. And that's another confusing part. I apologize. Not me, U.S. government. But not just the U.S. government, right? You can pick other silver coins, okay? I'm going to show you the one I essentially had. No, this is the maple leaf. Let me show you this. I don't think this is the one with the lady on it. But this is from Canada, and this works as well. And you see that this is also 1 ounce of silver, right? It says fine silver, 1 ounce, argent pure. Remember that? Argent pure on that document that we read. Remember, I told you guys to remember argent pure. There you have it. So I'm showing you where the real money is. This is in the 1965 Coinage Act. Okay. I'm going to show you one more. Where is it at? Here we go. And then you also have the Australian 1 ounce silver kangaroo. Now, these people know exactly what they're doing. You see what it says here, family? 1 ounce, 4/9 silver. Now, me personally, I'm going to look at the description over here. If it doesn't say that it's silver, like 1 troy ounce or fine silver, there it is. There we go. Right there. Coin highlights contains 1 ounce fine silver. If it didn't say that, I wouldn't tell you to buy it. Now, I know on this particular coin, it's not like the American coin has 4 nines. The 4 nines for Canada means fine silver. But I wanted to make sure that it matched up with the description here on the website. Okay. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys this evening. Hopefully you guys learned something like I did. I'm kidding. But yeah, still use the system of fiat for your gain. Because here's the thing. You can use that fiat money and go out and buy a property. You can use that fiat money and go out and buy a car, which is tangible. So understand how that system operates. And I try to give you a little bit how to use it. Make sure you're investing some money every month. ETFs for you guys, like I don't know about investing. You go on Robinhood, WeBull, Ameritrade, E-Trade, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, you name it. You go on there and you look for some ETFs. Okay, ETFs and index funds. No mutual funds. No mutual funds. Index and ETFs. And you put it on a monthly automatic allotment, recurring investment using dollar cost averaging every month, whatever you can afford, $50, $100, $200. You pick about 2 or 3 ETFs and you just let them, the baby roll. Now you're going to see different prices for ETFs when you go to particular websites or your investment platform. But investment platforms like Stash, WeBull, Robinhood, M1 Finance, to name a couple, you can invest in fractions, really, really small amounts. Meaning if you see that ETF is $150, you can allot $5 to go into it and they will still invest in it for you. You may not have an entire share, but if you keep reoccurring, you will work your way up to getting shares. So people who are not heavy into investment, I don't want to be looking at the stock market, all those numbers, right? I tell them, go on here. I show them, go on your account. Matter of fact, right? I'm just going to show you because that's just who I am. I got a couple of more minutes. My wife is not feeling good, so I got to go take care of her, but she always trying to take care of herself. Golly, let me take care of you, woman. Lay down. Oh, sorry. Family problems. Right. I'm going to go over here to my account that has been losing value, right? But take, for instance, Neo. Let's go to Neo, right? And since I already have shares of Neo, I don't have this on a recurring investment, but I have shares, right? Let me show. I think it's this particular one I have a recurring investment on. I'm not quite sure, family. Okay. My apologies. This was spontaneous. Is one of these stocks I have, I think it's this one. Okay, yes. Here's an example of recurring investment. I only have $40 going in here. 3D printing, ETFs, recurring, buy. My next is on the 1st. That's when I get paid. On the 1st of the month, get up. I'm just kidding. But that's my point. Okay, you put it on a recurring investment, you set it and you forget it. I didn't even know what stock I put it on because I set it and forget it. And whatever I get into my bank account, that's what I use to move about the earth. That's what I use to pay mortgages and utilities and food and anything else we're doing. But the money is not coming into my account. It's going right to my investments. So I don't have an excuse of why I'm not investing. Because I know some of you like, oh, I'll make that much on do this. Then the question I have for you guys, do you go out to eat? Oh, well, I just go to a little Jack and the Crack. Okay. How much did you spend in Jack and the Crack? Was it $10? You can invest that. Was it $12.50? You can invest that. Huh? What? Were your excuses? Out the fucking window. Thank you very much. That's my argument. When people tell me they can't invest, I said, hey, I'm going to show you how to invest in 5 minutes. That's what I say. I say, go to your investment platform. I don't have one. All right, go to Robinhood. Type in Vanguard. Easy, right? You type in Vanguard. Oh, there's an ETF. ETF. Okay. Go to ETF. Cool. Oh, that ETF is $400. Okay, and what was wrong with that? That's a lot of money. I said you can invest in dollars or shares, right? Well, yeah, but I don't got no $400 because that's what your mind is stuck at. After I just told you, you can invest fractionally. So I said, hey, how much can you spare? Well, I can spare $25. Okay, then put in $25. Right? Put in $25. And it says estimated quantity 0.06239. And then I don't have the funds in there, but I'm going to have my instant deposit. Oh, man. What did I say, 25? Boom. Now, there's $25. $25 here. Review my order. I'm going to buy it. Oh, man. I got to sign in all this. Boom. Done. Done until my order is pending for tomorrow. Done. $25. $400 ETF. Invested $25 right here in front of you till the market's open tomorrow. Hello? Is this thing going? You guys still there? Oh, so there's no excuse why you're not investing. Fake money for tangible things. If you're the consumer, if you're the commodity, then why are you not using the system for your good? Shit, dog. Man, I ain't smart like you. I ain't go to school. You know your name? Know how to write your name? Yeah. You got your bank info? Yeah. Then go on the investment platform and do what I just did in 2 minutes. And then money will start rolling in? No. That's why you come to Financial Literacy 101 to understand investment and how stocks go. See, this is not instant money. This is long money. This is not instant money. This is long money. When you start seeing people that are non-melanated in their 50s and 60s living their best life on vacation, they look gross. Because you're like, why are you wearing that? Put on your shirt. That's because they invested when they was 20, 30, 40s. I look at some of my friends and some of them are millionaires and I get mad. Why do I get mad, family? Because I was dumb early on in my life because I didn't listen to everything that my mentors were saying. One of my mentors, his name was Mr. Brooks. He used to always say, save your money, man. And that's how he used to say it. No bull crap. Save your money, man. Invest your money, man. It sounded funny. He was telling me that at 14, I think. So this is something that should be repetitive in your home. Like our son knows full well. He sees mommy and daddy working. What are they working for? See, I'm not essentially working for money. I'm not working for money. I'm working for what money can provide. Because even with this fake money, this whole class that we've been going through, you can take this fake money and buy real stuff, things that you can touch. So the question is, what are you doing with your money? Are you investing your money? Because around here, there's zero fucks given about the excuses that you have or why you're not doing better with more information. How is that? Yeah, I got a bone to pick with some of y'all. How is that you are not doing better with more information? You lack execution. Oh, you have excuses, but no execution. Excuses, but no execution. Now that you have more information, why are you not executing? So you're either dumb or stupid. Yep, I said it. I don't care. And I'm not speaking to everyone. I'm just speaking to those who you know. You like, yeah, he right. I am stupid because I know this information. And now I have this information. It's kind of like when people want to lose weight, right? Dog, I just don't know, man. I'm trying to get rid of this beer gut. Then start drinking beer. Oh shit, man. You see what I'm talking about? Somebody tell you, man, hey, man, I eat clean. It's hard for me to lose weight. Well, what are you doing in your workouts? Well, I don't work out. Well, I can help you do a workout program. Oh, man, I don't want to work out, man. I'm just okay. See what I'm saying? It's kind of like when people tell you things and you too grown to listen. Think about that, family. Why aren't you doing better with the information that you have right now? Not just my information. Oh no, you're not going to get off clean, family. What I'm saying is the amount of information that you have accumulated in your life. Why aren't you doing better? And granted, you guys can list a bunch of excuses, but the problem is execution. I went out to buy a property last weekend that we didn't acquire. The seller was asking too much, which landed me into another venture with a close buddy of mine that we're going to talk about the particulars of buying lots of land to build homes on. And I'll leave it at that. But by me going out and doing the footwork and having that mindset and started to speak it and have it to materialize, have it spiritually grounded and have it materialize, this venture may be very profitable for me. Because when you go into group economics, have you noticed a lot of things I post are strategic throughout the week for the video? Because when you practice group economics, me, him, and maybe another gentleman, we can do more with more. You ever heard somebody say, yeah, man, I can do more with less? How? How can you do more with less? And I get it. I'm playing in semantics. What they're saying is they can do more with less, and some people have more and can't do as much. I get it. But some people are just stupid to me. Yeah, man, I can do more with less. Explain that. If you had 5 fish, if you had 5 fish and there was 5 people and the serving size of feeding someone was 5, and those 5 people ate that 5 fish, what are the other 15 going to do? Because you can do more with less. I'm just saying. I know I'm just bull crapping. This is a thought I had. But a family, I just want you guys to execute. Whatever you have on the table, whatever you have in your mind, stop pondering. Turn off the TV. Put down the phone. If those things distract you, I watch TV all the time. I'm on my phone posting things all the time. But if those things prevent you from being successful and a person of value, then put it down. Right? We had to give our son a timeout on electronics because he gets brain dumb, right? And guess what? If kids are getting brain dumb, so is adults. And so we hopefully will enter to a venture where it's proper for all parties. But by having that mindset, going and do the work, him seeing that I was serious because I was talking about it, we was going about it. We even drove 2 hours out to buy some property. He said, okay, man, yeah, you trying to acquire property? Well, I'm trying to do this. If I never would have been talking about it, if I was just talking about it, let me back up. If I was just talking about it like most of us do, then he probably would have never came to me with the opportunity or the partnership. Because essentially, you know, I'm talking about dismantling a portion of Ross World to go under his brand. And I'm okay with that. I'm a partner. So this brand is now my brand. The name really doesn't mean nothing to me. It's the money that means something to me. Some people got so much pride. Like, you know, you're gonna if you come under my brand, then what you gonna do with Ross World? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna dismantle it. He said, I said, well, what's my role? He said, you're gonna be a partner. He said, equal partner. Just a name, bruh. It's just a name to me. If I'm an equal partner, please. But anyway, I definitely have to go. I haven't even ate dinner. I got all my fake money out here that some people probably can use to get a meal. This is all I got to my name in the house. So I'm gonna get out of here, family. You know, we're gonna ride out here. We're gonna listen to some music. But that's it. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the chat. But I'm gonna be here for about 1 or 2 minutes. Just listen to some of this music right here. Okay. You guys have a great and wonderful evening. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. And I don't know why that is not playing, but nonetheless, that's the problems I run into. Let me see. My speaker is on, so I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's not playing. All right. Anyway, technical difficulties. You guys have a great night. And don't forget, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do a stock tip every morning between 7:30 and 8:30 Central Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I give stock tips. Tuesdays and either Friday or Saturday, I do talks like this where we get a little more in depth about money, investing, and all other sorts of financial topics. Okay. You guys have a great and wonderful night. And you are welcome, Conscious Music. Goodbye.